There you go. Talk to me. I'm asking him sat down with a medium-sized dick. Come fuck with me.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Simmons, starting outside.
Yeah, who's your favorite pornography star? Wow, my favorite porn star. Ooh, damn.
Jeremy, you were the top five.
Who the fuck is that, nigga?
There's some guys there.
He's one of the greats.
He's just here.
Damn.
He was like our Cosby.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, raping bitches?
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's crazy. Why we got rid of this? That's crazy. That's insane.
You have to do it back though.
That's right. Fuck, I don't want to do this one. Not this one.
Yeah. Solving racism with rape.
Watching Kill Tony. I highly suggest you watch their streams. You get this is raw comedy. People just get up and they do their minute, and it's like you can keep people you can keep people laughing for a minute. You might have a chance. So, C-Ram, why aren't you in a draft fight?
I love all kinds of women. I love all women are good.
Oh yeah, we can confirm Pinky got a little fit.
He got big as fuck.
Oh, wow.
Red Man always brings up one thing very quickly.
Holy shit.
And how does he look at this?
Red Man already had that pulled up. That was weird.
Well, since his own page.
It's like the whole time. Wow. Is
PinkyXXX.com.
that a African-American lady?
A little crazy if you freaking try to find all these sites. You researching porn? You might.
Hey. Wow. He looks like David Lucas.
The way I figure.
Bad idea.
That is done, right, boys?
Amazing performance. So much fun. There goes the great Cam Patterson.
Go see Cam live. It's very funny.
He really is.
Well, I guess the guy who works at like Bass Pro Fishing Shop probably sees him.
Back where the fuck we go.
Comedy's brave.
You or mommy.
Comedy is brave. You never know who you're gonna offend. And well, it's like the guy who went to Zach Galifianakis, and he was like, so shocked at Zach's comedy, and he's like, "Didn't you read the Bible and stuff?" It's like, well, I mean, yes and no. It's comedy. It is comedy. And boy, competing with those biggins. Well, like Chris from Zimbabwe says, in his culture, the bigger and fatter somebody is, the more wealthy they are. And there's nothing that poor men like more than a very wealthy woman to live off of.
Your windshield if you're a flat screen TV. Don't ask me why. Yeah. The girl on scene has like really high standards, but not really low standards. So when we do stuff in the bedroom, the bag goes on my head. Yeah, that's...
I meant to, these edgy jokes, the edgy sex jokes, it's like, well, I have much respect. I once took a flight back from Istanbul. Istanbul was an international stopover for everybody across the ocean. And I was like, wow, the world is in. Well, look, they can just the Jewish guys just openly hop down the thing. They're just perfectly okay with them. I'm like, man, maybe the strife that they talk about really is must be a media creation. So I made friends. Well, I didn't make friends. I just introduced myself. We sat together, and he told me about the temple hair, that you don't cut this or shave the temple hair for whatever reason. And I just found it very interesting. He had a wife and 6 daughters, and I wished him well, and said maybe someday. Well, I'm on the West Coast, you're on the East Coast. Perhaps I shall dine with your family someday. But the way travel is these days, I really respect the sheet. Because like the Bible, because it's just for procreation, and you take a sheet, and so you won't be filled with lust for your wife, and then you got to cut the hole, and you just do it that way. Because once you start playing games with Miss Anderson puts a bag over your head, and then you start questioning your sexuality for her boyfriends to make them not so intimidated.
Right, they come to us and they just drop them off and we just...
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, why do you sound that way? Did you go deaf this morning?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Your voice is ridiculous. Your voice sounds like AI generated.
So if you have an overpopulation problem, what do you do? Do you castrate 99 out of 100 men and leave 100 women fertile? Because, well, if you want to slow down the rate of procreation to catch up with our resources and save them, well, you probably aren't going to sterilize the men, because as long as one man can jizz out 1 billion sperms, that's not going to solve a single problem there, Utopia.
I don't pay attention to it.
You don't pay attention to your own voice.
No.
Would you if you sounded that way?
So interesting. Nobody's ever mentioned this to you? Do you sound kind of, What is that? I don't know what that is, but I love it for this.
Hey guys, what's up? I heard you voted for war. I heard you said we stop being pussies and we need more war. Raise your hand high. You voted for war.
You got a whole orchard in your throat.
It's true.
Man, he didn't budge on that one.
Now I see it. That Adam's apple is aggressive.
Pronounced. Yeah.
Does your dad sound like you?
No, not at
Not
all.
at all. So the Adam's apple falls far from the tree on this one.
Very far.
Sorry, I never spoke to you.
So, what does your mom sound like?
You have been frozen in carbonite.
These guys. Well, Christmas has been a wash for me. I went out last night, got drunk at the chain Mexican restaurant because that's all there really is to do. No invites again. Nobody wants Cousin Tevin. Nobody wants Cousin Tevin around. Well, they say Cousin Tevin changed after coming back from the war. Like, holy crap, Cousin Tevin, they said you were dead. Perhaps I am. just wandering the world unable to rest, looking for all the men who put me there. Ain't that right, Edgar Russell? I mean, Queen.
I can't get hard anyway.
Oh, this guy's gonna choke the shit out of a puppy.
What do you do to let some anger out when you have to kill some energy? What do you do? What are some guilty pleasures of yourself?
Enjoy it.
You ever killed a foreigner?
Well, doesn't matter at this point. Doesn't really matter at this point.
What do you jack off to exactly?
You just gotta get a body count up to impress Kate. You know the Swedish women, they have like, well, they measure it at thousands. When they openly admit thousands, they say use the 15 times rule. Well, we gotta get a lot of body counts up to match our wife while we've been away.
You hope to make a girlfriend. Huh?
I'm gonna keep asking questions, and I'm gonna have Sam answer. It's a lot more interesting. Hey, you had a girlfriend before?
I wouldn't call it a girlfriend.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't call it a girlfriend, I mean, what would you consider?
A barista that didn't know I was there. I had my hand inside her.
Dark Oaks.
Amazing. Does it make you sound like
Nordic Oaks. Those Nordic men.
Wait, who said that? Me or you?
Hey, come on. Sign up for NordVPN. NordVPN. That way, my wife's boyfriend will like be able to monitor and keep all your data safe for you.
The human face.
Remember, the Frugal fan does not tolerate any type of racism, discrimination, sexism, any kind of bigotry or hatefulness. Frugal fan is accepting of all people. Now let's prepare for the apocalyptic race war. Good one, Adam.
How'd you lose your virginity?
She wasn't awake, but I was more awake than I've ever been. I didn't know I could be that awake.
How do you feel about Jews?
I think that it's an act of genocide.
Ooh, somebody want to make a joke about Jews. Well, yeah, just remember, no joking about Jewish men. It's a very hard time with mommy and all her boyfriend bullcucks, you know. But you can make fun of Jewish women, but mommy might get mad.
Hell bent on this.
Probably working in movies, doing something.
What kind of job in movies could you possibly do?
Muppets Take Austin.
I know. All actors will be given the privilege of shadowing a grip and learning, and because if you're going to play a carpenter in a movie, you might as well learn some carpentry skills. So every grip will be assigned one actor to train in electrical and all the things it takes to build a stage. Or we build a stage in this matter.
Because I have to keep it moving.
Yeah, you want to say something to the world?
Yeah, come on, the final message. It could be anything in the world.
Fuck you.
Oh,
I guess the world hasn't been very kind to some people. You know, they might not have picked the true religion. I heard some people still insist on clinging to that Northern Baptist Reformed Convention of 1812 and not recognizing the reformation of the new church of 1879. And some apostates even tried to reform it again in 1919. Sorry if you picked the wrong one, true religion.
It very often, you know, kind of sucks. Hashtag me too. Shit. More like hashtag what about me? Jesus Christ. I wake up every morning and pray today is the day somebody at work finally slaps me on the ass. Not once.
You say Jesus Christ.
Not once.
That troublemaker.
So you're not worried about me getting all pissed off about nobody wanting to fuck me, you know? The difference is straight guys who can't get laid look in the mirror and say, I don't know why nobody wants to fuck me. And then they shoot up a food court. Gay guys, on the other hand, look in the mirror and say, yeah, I wouldn't fuck you either. You're disgusting. Your breath stinks, your personality sucks, and your mother is a cunt. And then we just spend the rest of the night crying alone in the shower. Is that 60 seconds?
Would you like somebody to cry with? Do you want somebody to cry with in the shower?
51 seconds.
51 seconds.
My favorite part of that was the few of you that pretended to relate to gay culture. That chuckled at his fucking thing about the showers.
This is one of the most important jobs to have on the runway. You know, if you can't even do this correctly, and you friggin' cause the friggin' planes to crash into each other, you might be friggin' incompetent.
You don't seem gay at all.
And if it happens too many times, we might start looking at you, Jamal Mamu Abdul Jamal.
Always stop.
You might want this one.
You don't have that radio voice coming through live from the unjust incarceration of death row inmate number 567435, tag 2259. Once you can't even sell them for beef because they're too worm infested, well, the benefits of being so infected with STDs, friggin' birds fall dead out of the sky on sight of you.
Yeah, that's not really
He sarcastic sounds muppety as well. Am I crazy?
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Just nerves, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of gay welcoming committee that tells you how to talk like that?
No.
Yeah.
No, I wish there were.
Yeah, it's interesting. 2 Muppets in a row, and you're the one that actually likes a hand up your ass.
Shut up. That's true.
Thank you, band. I didn't know you guys had that locked and loaded.
Yeah, man rape is a real thing.
Are you only
Yeah, like if you only give the
I heard that the gay porn stars are complaining that the female porn stars are getting too much sympathy for their grooming and rapes in the cream pie Victoria's Secret audition.
Why is it scary for you?
Because he doesn't want to fight Sasquatch one-on-one. One night on Orange Blossom Trail, I saw the penumbra of Shaquille. He looked like Mount Shasta with his power forwards.
Alright, so what's
The shadow of the three.
probably have sex with a man.
But I mean, like,
Penis inside a dude.
Nick up here tonight.
Yeah. I dressed up like a girl one time for Halloween.
okay.
Alright.
Are you Amy Schumer?
No. I wish, yeah. No, I tripped down the stairs and broke my leg in my heels. So it was, yeah, I said I'll never do that shit again. That's memory sprayer.
Right.
Yeah.
Women's bones break easily. You really committed to a character there.
That's it.
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
No.
No?
You never been with white chicks? You never been seen the Wayans? You get those Wayan brothers.
Self-lubricating hole.
But that'd be a syntonation with
Before I was fucking girl with a dick. Does that make sense?
So you're a hero.
Yeah. There you go.
So it's really not about
No. Dick or
genitalia.
No.
But
It's
the
really
pets.
about like man face. Is what it is.
Basically,
Is
yeah.
there a specific type you like man?
I like them all.
Next question.
I like twinks. I like
I've noticed some women with straw jawline, but I heard that's a feature of the Slavic women. I heard Slavic women, they did have to get hairy and have like hardened jawlines.
How many seconds left?
But if it's not my wife, I don't really want to see her naked. And if I don't see somebody naked, I really can't tell if it's a feminine man or a masculine woman on freaking steroids for the WWE. You just don't know.
Yeah, you Red Band. No, I don't know where to say probably. Wow.
So this is if you don't know who Red Band is. In the early days of Joe Rogan, him and his friends, they were just, it was just about porn. My buddy said we should listen to Joe Rogan because that's how men talk to each other. I'm like, that's how men talk, because we didn't talk that way, but we talked about philosophies and life, and sometimes we kind of say this, our relationship problems is very personal, and so we started listening to Joe Rogan, and Red Band knows all the porn stars. In fact, Girls Gone Wild. Girls Gone Wild. You go and you gotta recruit the young ones from someplace because, like that one said in Orgasmo, honey, when you get to be my age, you gotta do DVDA. And if you want to see it, because guys just don't want to see Graham fucking flapping around, and so there's always that search for fresh meat.
Well, too real for D. Don't let the rainbow sunglasses fool you. He is homophobic.
You ever been to a glory hole?
What?
You ever done a glory hole?
No.
No, let's try it.
Do you know one?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I would.
Yeah, come with
Maybe
that.
that goes. Okay. I'll try anything.
What about rest stops? Is that real?
I don't know.
What about a
I'm the worst gay guy ever, okay? Fuck. I literally.
You
Yeah.
heard them anywhere other than
Yeah, the Illuminatus trilogy, Apple.
Yeah.
where?
In a hammock.
Oh.
That's good because he misses ass. There's a bunch of holes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the worm comes out of the apple, not in the apple.
That's good.
Well, I guess worms do burrow into the apple first, don't they?
Freaking, I live in a hammock.
You live in a hammock.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We should leave with that.
I should have, yeah. That's kind of boring, but.
Sounds relaxing.
What do you mean? Where you live in a hammock?
In the rainy streets. I probably shouldn't tell that. Yeah, I've been there a while. Yeah.
Wait. Where in Wayne Street? That's just.
Well, I can't stay there now.
We wanted to describe the tree, are you?
Yeah, there's two trees.
It's on Wayne Street. You set up a hammock?
Yeah.
You're out there?
Yeah.
I've heard of elf on
I
the
got
shelf,
me
but
down.
homo in a hammock.
Wow. It's crazy because there was supposedly a serial killer murdering young men down
I
on
was
8th Street.
hoping he would kill me for a while. That was sort of the point. You know?
He's like,
I was like, I'll just hang out down there, take my chances, you know.
Alright.
Whatever.
Well, you've been on this show before, right?
No.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
it's pretty good in the post.
Is it a full moon?
Pretty good after the stand-up.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Full
stand-up.
moon tonight?
So then here's a big jump up. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Or in a couple
You
days?
can catch it as well
2
as
days, it'd be a full
monkeypox
moon.
at any given moment. All right, we're just flying through it tonight. Pulled another name out of the bucket. Make some noise for Trevor.
So this
Nisha.
month is the holy month.
Trevor Nisha.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing today?
Celebrate, honor victories, and release your losses. Dance to release energy and let go of emotional
I'm
baggage.
raised by a
Chill
single
out.
mother. Anybody else? Well, both is better. Relax. Having both parents is better. I wonder if anybody can just tell that I'm raised by a single mom. I sit when I pee probably more than I should. And my car definitely hits curbs on the daily. My rims look like granite at this point. I also love gossip. I don't know about you guys. When it's time to watch the football game at my friend's house, I find myself in the kitchen with the ladies, also wondering why Heather got so fat. Not allowed in the garage anymore. A friend asked me for a 5/8 wrench, and I came out with 13 pieces of metal. I'm like, is this one of them? I'm not really a man, actually. And I'm not allowed in the garage anymore, which is fine. They call it a man cave in the Midwest. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Your wife gave you the shittiest piece of land in your property, said go in there. You need heat to even exist there. Thank God. You know, you'll never find me hanging out in a garage unless I'm hanging out in a garage. Thanks so much. I'm Trevor Mitchell.
Alright.
Alright, Trevor.
See why your dad left.
Yeah. Thank God.
There you go. Trevor Nisha.
That was tough because he doesn't look like a mutant like the rest of the people who bombed.
Yeah.
I dressed too nice to do so bad. I'm sorry.
Well,
What?
Won't stop. I dressed too nice to do so bad.
fine.
You're unlikable. Trevor, how old are you?
26.
What do you do for a living?
Working warehouses.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Like 2.5 years.
Where at?
In Phoenix, I started.
Where?
In, like, you know,
What places?
Phoenix, like the clubs.
Yeah.
Devil's Advocate, that outside bar across from Tempe.
Okay. I'll go to those.
I would get up every once in a while at the House of Comedy on the Triple Threat shows. That was cool, I guess.
Nice.
But when the pandemic, yeah, nobody goes. When the pandemic hit, I just stopped. And rightfully so.
Dude, you don't have to do this.
So I've been told.
Yeah, like, you got a big, bright life ahead of you if you don't do this.
Yeah, working in the warehouse for bosses that exploit you while they're banging your wife. But no, as long as you accept your place. Accept your place as an inferior little kid. Just a blow right now. Look at your mom and scream. Look, I'm coming to beat you in your butt. Isn't it funny?
Good line.
Isn't it funny, Tony?
You guys big Googlers?
Yeah, you.
See, jokes should be saved for around the bonfires. We friggin' count ears and scalps.
Alright, instead of asking the Google thing, just go into your bed.
Right, so I was on the internet finding cool things because this is a great
Looking for his daddy?
Heteropaternal superfecundation. Does anyone know what that is?
A lot of questions. Yep.
You say it, I'll say it once again.
And the first man of all men have I called Adam, which is many. But only uncounted this earth, and the inhabitants thereof give I unto you. For behold, there are many worlds that have passed away by the word of my power, and there are many that now stand, and innumerable that are they unto man. But all things are numbered unto me, for they are mine, and I know them. And it came to pass.
I don't know if that was audible to the podcast listeners. It was a hard ah. Alright.
How Satan became the devil. He tempts Eve. Adam and Eve fall, and death enters the
You
world.
said single mom. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Your dad's nowhere in the picture?
He is later,
Is he
eventually.
rich?
God, no.
No. Is your mom rich?
No.
Really?
What is rich?
She's my girlfriend. I got a new girlfriend. And she
Well, what is rich? I don't know your name. I haven't memorized your name. I haven't taken it to heart yet. You keep asking people are rich and then call them a liar.
You look.
See, some people, they say I'm not rich and they call them a liar. They say, we know, we've known all about you. You're rich. Why are you smiling? Why do you have all your teeth? Why are you clean?
You should look like a casting director was like, guy trying to be cool.
What is rich? What is rich?
Yeah.
Define rich for us before you ask a question. You ask a question, define dying rich, and then we will laugh.
What's the...
Where Wisconsin?
Racine, Wisconsin.
Very
What's
cool.
what's the least cool thing about you, Trevor?
This right now, for sure.
What else?
Well, in maybe 2 weeks from now.
See, this young man Trevor, he's learning how insecure men, in order to maintain their status as a presumed heterosexual man with much money and wealth and status, need to tear apart men before they become a threat to them. Don't you remember Pauly Shore and Son-in-Law? Don't you remember Pauly Shore and the threats of torture to people? Pauly Shore makes jokes about putting fly paper outside of his door, and that's how he gets women. Many women Pauly Shore gets because he's just so funny.
Tampa? We go Tampa?
Tip Counted? No, sir. I thought you meant tip ups. I thought you were a big ice fishing fan. That was my mistake.
Let's go back to the much broader question.
Yeah.
Before I throw this little joke book at you. Anything interesting about your life at all?
I went to Mark Ruffalo's grandma's funeral and he didn't go.
Here you go, my friend. Congratulations. There he goes, everybody. Trevor Nisha.
Yeah, it's funny. Mark Ruffalo I confused with River Phoenix. River Phoenix died of a heroin overdose in a club, and well, boy oh boy. See, I'm afraid we have some racist black people. They can't tell white people apart. They say we all look the same. That's why they say you're a liar. We know we killed you. We've killed you. I'm like, is that what happened to my brothers? And they come on, that's funny. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like the way. Actually, I could have the polarity on this inverse. Funny, jokies.
It's still Tony debut. It's still, yeah.
Yes, hello America. Number one still. As the lovely Tony said, I am from Estonia.
Estonia.
People always ask you stupid questions when you're from Estonia.
Like, what is Estonia? I've never heard of Estonia. Is it a real country?
I know for the past year I've had to be like, we'll see. Whose side am I on?
The internet governing body that allows you to do casinos from anywhere on Earth because you are virtually an Estonian citizen with sovereignty in the virtual world.
I hope it's in the next 2 weeks because I am here. Estonia, I've never heard of it. Go, Cowboys!
Oh, this Christmas special has gotten me sidetracked. I was going to be watching vampire movies. I wanted to watch Daybreak in no, not Daybreak. No, that is a good show too. That is zombies. Oh, it has Night Watch and Day Watch. It comes from true Moscow, where somebody has to watch the monsters during the day and somebody has to watch them at night because the monsters will.
Only especially here. I've been here for 3 days. I went to bars here. I'm just in the corner with my 3-piece and European energy. I come up to you, I sound like a vampire. I'm interested in pussy.
Yes, they show in all the movies the vampires just seduce. So seductive, aren't they? Especially the feminine ones. Especially the pretty feminine ones from True Blood. Oh, when they start to use them also. The Lady Rogers is so beautiful. Do you see the brother Ty's going down the visit from Master Bomber? Oh, he is so beautiful. In fact, I don't know who's more beautiful, him or Mel. Who's more beautiful, Melanie, you or Elliot?
hotbed of comedy.
Hotbed of comedy? What's that?
I mean, like, every time in Edinburgh, they're like, Edward, there's a Geeks in the Stone. You should go check that
There
out.
are geeks in the
Yeah,
Stone.
we should let other people know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very funny time we will do.
I did it, man. It was great. Yeah. You should go.
I'd like to. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
I think Ari wants to share a hotbed with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Anything for all these, huh? I don't give a fuck about what all I give a fuck about is what passport you have.
I'm with you, buddy. I speak the exact way.
Gay, straight, I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
I'm okay. Thank you very much. More okay.
This guy get those visas.
Ari, you are absolutely hilarious. Tell us-
This Canadian Human Rights Council says that white people are not in danger of violence in other countries. That they're not being oppressed or murdered and mutilated. That is why only black South Africans can come to get the protection of a Malingma.
I mean, if you look at the UK, not so good.
We did so much so well for the Haiti. Look at how successful the Haiti is after General de Souza has made his deal.
Doesn't need help.
It's amazing. It is incredible what can happen if someone is funny on the show. It's like a whole different show. It's like fucking all the way through comedy show.
I was at a show in Estonia, and they were buying me shots of vodka on stage, and they were from like regional different drinks from the region. And the third shot was a shot of Ukrainian vodka, and I shot it, and then I said,
They
I
guessing?
don't really taste the cowardice. Ooh, yeah. And then this guy in the front row was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean Ukraine is not coward?" Then I had to do like 30 more minutes. Good stuff.
The Ukrainian vodka. So what did,
Thank you, so yeah.
Taking bottles from strangers. It is all a matter of trust.
so let
They give you a drink. You say, "What's in this drink?" They say it is an elixir. Wait, Lindsay made this?
Multiple languages, we travel. You know, we know stuff.
intellectual people.
Super.
Yeah. Everybody in Estonia?
No. Me and three other guys. Number one comedian in Estonia, out of 4.
Yeah. What is Estonia known for? What's it like famous for?
Skype.
Mm.
Use that little app.
Yeah, we haven't heard that.
Not that much anymore. It was
Yeah.
for a while until
I know.
FaceTime happened.
No, Zoom took our shit.
Well, you could say tripod.
Yeah.
You could say Lyco's tripod of video hosting for business services. Skype is not to be trusted. It was never meant to be trusted for a full sweep of a business. It was personal phone calls.
All the middle schools are in charge here. Great university town, very cute, very lovely.
Derby too.
Everybody has a sauna.
Everybody has a sauna. I had my sauna before I had my bed.
Yes, tell them why. Because heating up snow for bathwater is very time consuming, and when there are droughts, so you sit in the sauna and you sweat and then you scrape off the dirt and grime and smell like natural man.
Myself, but I guess you just invited yourself over. So. You have a like one that you control with your phone, or do you do the wood burning? What's
Fuck the phone. No. Traditional. You have rocks. You throw water on them. And it hurts. If you take it like a man.
how do you heat the rocks? Electricity?
I have an electrical one in my apartment, yeah.
You
But
have a what?
an electric-
Move over to American men. Women have never seen men this manly before in this country.
where you can, like,
They have all been, well, maybe someday Roseanne will get a wife for his son. Who will say, Polly, you are a real man. Not little weenie boy. Not little weenie boy who has never known a day of poverty in his life. Never known to suffer. Never known to not get what he wants with Santa Claus.
He's single. He's on a
Oh, wait.
street.
He's Jewish.
While you're in town,
He has never asked, He has never written a letter to Santa. Never written a letter. Never in his life has he written a letter to Santa. And if he did, it is all gimme.
So yeah, so how you decide which one to write?
Jesus.
Yes, say confession. Say confession that can be used in the transcript as a matter of a joke. So his friends can get off and he can get off too. Oh, Sasha. Oh, the anti-defamation. You are against anti-defamation, correct, Sasha? You do not like people being lied about.
Have you sonnet then?
Stay in there.
Yeah. Stay in there. We're gonna just burn a little extra wood.
Move in the door, like you're not going anywhere.
Yes. Level 1 Mafia.
Love it. Well, it's
Level 1 Mafia on Facebook. Chiclet.
My gay one. I watched 90 Day Fiance. I learned a lot.
You need to find a gay one for your K1.
Yes, because there are no women that aren't already in visa marriages to foreigners so they can play the football. Do you love the football?
Where can people find you or anything like that before you go?
If you Google Estonian comedian, the only one that comes up.
Okay. Amazing. Ari Matti, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being absolutely amazing. And like that, we've come to the finish line. There's only one way to end an episode like this, ladies and gentlemen. The longest standing regular in the history of the show.
Oh no.
Coming off of taking a week off of shows right now. He's fresh. He is filled with brand bits. He has been very high fiber on this guy. Some people call him the Tijuana Tarantula. Others have called him the Memphis Strangler.
You know what I call him?
What?
My favorite comic.
Ooh, St. Talon's favorite comic, the Vanilla Gorilla, ladies and gentlemen. The Bronx Bomber, the Harlem Globetrotter, the Detroit Dixie Tale. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big Red Machine, William Montgomery, everybody.
Man, I can't hear shit anymore. That is an out-of-work dynamite salesman. A masked man is leading the race to become president of Ghana, and it made me think Hillary should have just worn a mask. Last week, have you seen that bitch lately? She looking rough. Okay. Remember that show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Yeah, so what was the fucking answer? That is an out-of-word dynamite salesman.
The thing about fifth graders that makes them smarter than adults is that they are still honest. Are you more honest than a child?
2,000 checks in to go, Mom. Come on, you gonna take that? Give us an effect. But seriously, what exactly is a sex club? Seems like it would be a lot easier to just use your fists. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, William Montgomery.
That wasn't bad.
Well, you see, the problem with the laughter is that in many cases, Texas Supreme Court overturned the death penalty for sodomy because a person came in and their asshole was raped apart and the sphincters torn where the feces was mixing in. Violent. If you put a fist in a asshole, which. Well, there are the reasons why we would be very suspicious of. You say you like this? Well, Ray showed up with a videotape with the manager and said it was all consensual. Billions and millions and millions of dollars of consensuality.
So like, I don't know, pregnancy or something that you can just use your fist. I don't know.
No, alright.
No, I get it now.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant raped AIDS in a 19-year-old woman. Apparently, there are a lot of others.
Looking a lot like you. You remember him?
He was, yes. We were actually snorting Adderall out of my car before the show. And He has a really bad fever right now. That's why he's so bad. Yeah, y'all are all probably sick up here. I'm horrified.
Looks like he had cholera, yeah.
Yeah, he's sick as shit right now. But we were sorting the Adderall, so I'm sick as shit right now.
How's your health been in real life?
Been good.
I heard you have inoperable cancer.
Well, I had a 50% chance of living, and they took it off. I'm better now.
What was the other 50%?
That I was gonna fucking die, coward. No, yeah, I don't know what the other 50%. They would never tell me. You were asking, I was like, what's to live or to die? I was like, what's the other 50%?
50% live, 50% who knows?
Yes, that's what they gave me, so that's worse than death.
Can you not guys just touch beards and get it over with?
I just got him already last time you sucked my dick. I saw your fucking dick earlier, dude. Holy shit, Ari, it's so nice to see you again. Yeah, can we? Can we put our beards together a little?
Yeah. And some homeless guy just got his own fentanyl.
Hell yeah. A real meeting of the minds here. Here in Montgomery.
What, do you have big Christmas plans? I know you guys love Christmas.
Going back to that as well, tomorrow I have to fly to New York City, and I'm going to be there at 1 p.m. I have to do this thing for Dr. Squatch. And I'll be honest, I'm wearing this fucking orange tonight because I think my angle on the show I have to do is that I'm looking for Dr. Squatch, and I'm killing Dr. Squatch, and... No, actually, Tony, I don't know what my angle's going to be yet, so we're going to figure...
Interesting. You're doing a corporate gig for the soap Dr.
For
Squatch.
Dr. Squatch, yeah.
What the fuck is Dr. Squatch?
What's that mean?
Yeah, explain the situation.
Well, it's weirdly enough, they asked me because it's the type of soap that caused my skin cancer. So they're going to be in for a big surprise tomorrow night at this fucking show.
Wait a minute.
I had pinpointed it to fucking Dr. Squatch. I was using them several years before I started getting skin cancer. It's their fucking fault. Dr. Squatch gave me fucking skin cancer. So they're going to be in for a really big surprise tomorrow night, Tony. Corporate headquarters.
A little fun fact, because sometimes the line between truth and fiction with William is very blurry. He literally, I happen to know for a fact, because he mentioned it to me, you know, on the back side of things, and the brain wherever it was, he goes, you know, hey, I wanted to figure out something. They got off of this huge corporate gig. And I asked him, I go, oh, what are they paying you? And he goes, long story short, I'll just tell you guys, he goes, higher. I need another number. He goes, higher. I need another number. He goes, higher. So literally, you're watching him earn money in front of you right now. He's literally saying that the company that is paying him,
And I'm going to be at their headquarters tomorrow in New York City.
Tony, you think?
I know it caused my cancer.
Bond battles a female impersonator, alternatively played by actress Rose Alba and stuntman Bob Simmons.
The other percent chance was that I was going to go to fucking corporate of fucking Dr. Squad and lay down the fucking wall.
A fortune would be spent building sets, only to have another fortune spent blowing them up.
The symbol crash was lighter on that one.
The band is hilarious. So is this something you're planning on doing at this corporate gig that Dr. Squatch is
Left.
paying you for?
Bond and Kisses. Honeymoon is interrupted upon their discovery of the spectered volcano.
Squatch corporate team in New York City.
Oh yeah, no, Tony, they're all going to be there.
Yeah, but are you gambling on the fact that they're all Kill Tony fans?
The essence of Bond is that of a young man who has an inherent sexual assurance.
On the fact that they caused my fucking skin cancer, I had a 50% chance of living on this earth with all y'all. And, but yeah, no, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm pissed off. We're going to see how it.
So we have hold this episode back by about 3 weeks.
How would you like to have an entire hotel to yourself?
We release it.
Yeah, cash the check.
What if a hotel became your home?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it and cash it.
No, I'm not even going to try to get the check. I can't really go into details exactly what is going down in New York City tomorrow.
Hey, William?
Did you take the mystery box?
I took the mystery.
Oh, New York City is not Heartland America. If anything,
What's the name of the cereal that you eat?
if anything, we would all cheer. we would all cheer.
Are $8 a box.
Well,
Recently,
not all.
grocery stores starving.
But I listen.
So they are like 2 in the morning. I don't know if y'all ever just get so hungry at like 2 in the morning. I was starving the other couple Tuesdays ago, and man, I was just fucking walking around and those boxes are like $7 or $8. But I don't know if y'all have ever just been so
Live and not die. Cubby advised Roger Moore to lose some weight and have his long hair cut.
Yeah, like 2 a.m.
Year of release, 1973.
Yeah. Like, it seems like you were really hungry.
Cast Roger Moore, Jane Seymour, Yefet Koto, Julius W. Harris, Clifton James, Geoffrey Holder, Gloria Hendry, David Henderson, Bernard Lee, Louis Maxwell, Director Guy Hamilton.
Something diet. It's basically where you go 1 day where you eat, 1 day where you don't eat, 2 days where you don't eat, 2 days where you eat. It goes up from there. You're getting up to, I don't know, a couple weeks where you're not eating, and you're eating for a couple weeks. And during that couple weeks, you gotta really eat. Because you're gonna be starving.
He's a dummy guy, must be so confused.
Do you like ghost stories? Do you like ghost stories? Would you like to follow the rainbow? Have you followed the rainbow? Are you coming for this amazing gold?
You famously talked about a puzzle a couple weeks ago, and then you posted a picture, you sent it to me at least, of this puzzle that you described. I mean, oh, thank you, Ari. Podcasting guru, Ari Shafir, everybody. Little favor. Ari, so, pass the time lately.
Yeah, another 1,000 pieces in the works.
Describe this puzzle for us.
So it's sort of, it's like a sandcastle, Tony, and it's a funny puzzle where half of the sandcastle, half of the puzzle is in the daytime, half of the puzzle's in the nighttime, Tony. So there's like scenes where the moon is glistening on the sandcastle, and then
Keep going.
there's sandcastles everywhere. There's sandcastles everywhere. It's glistening, and it's like half of it's night, half of it's daytime.
My goodness.
People don't even know.
My goodness, why are you letting him do that to you?
There's all kinds of sand, Tony, and then there's also there's boogie boarders. There's a bunch of boogie boarders out in the ocean.
You found it.
It's gonna be 4 more weeks of spring. Sam, I have a really long torso. So it's not what y'all do. But yeah, no, I think the thing I like most about this puzzle, half is daytime, half is nighttime. There's a little cabana off to one of the sides, and the nighttime part there's a cabana. And there's drinks and all kinds
And there's a mason.
sitting in the cabana, so it's been
And there's a mason that came to our city council meeting.
Anything else?
Where's your eye patch, Mason?
That was your Sam Harris one.
Yeah, what just happened right there?
Yeah. We are discussing whether or not the Knights Templars have turned into sodomites.
Tony, the Pro Lola Station podcast.
Those tasked with protecting the pilgrims on their sacred journeys to give reverence and meditate upon the saints and the shrines.
Interesting, if he was gay, that would have been like worse. That would have been like a sexual assault.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but this was just a good old-fashioned horseplay.
yeah, it really was.
Just tomfoolery.
Yeah. A little bit of that locker room jive, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of that.
I'm just gonna be thinking about that fucking tomorrow night at the headquarters of Dr. Squatch when I'm fucking, I swear I'm gonna be so fast in that place. I'm gonna be moving swiftly. And yeah, I mean,
All in stocks to buy.
Your roller quarters about to get some head. You know what I'm saying?
All in stocks, investing December 25th, 2013. Oh, I definitely trust this man. All in picks have seen returns as high as 10,000%. Yeah, return on stock selected with the all-in buy signal is 503%, crushing the S&P 500 by nearly 4 times.
You're going to feed you a line since you were.
This buy signal just Flash for one Californian that sits in the middle of the advertising market, a market that's 10 times bigger than the online streaming industry. Think Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu. Perhaps you've heard about the Motley Fool's amazing success with this calm, long-term investing approach.
Get a fucking ID trip. NinjaPartyBus.com. Shuttles going to the arenas on December 30th and 31st. KillMerch.com. The drawing from Ryan James.
And Winstock meticulously begging for another recommendation.
Sam Talent's new special made some fucking noise for Sam Talent. I tried to warn you people. The Toads Morale on December 26th on Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast YouTube channel. Mark Norman. Thanks so much to the great Mark Norman. Plug something, Mark. Say something.
Hey, MarkNormanComedy.com. Go to the special YouTube.
With the details behind this California-based company are impressive. It's a fraction the size of Google. Each one of our previous recommendations is crushing the market. Yes, even with the downturn. In an interview with Tom Gardner and his team, the company CEO called their opportunity the most exciting in the history of advertising. And here's the real kicker, Tom. Just one catch. We are sharing the full details of the stock only with members of the Motley Fool's flagship investing service, Motley Fool's Stock Advisor.
We love you. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas, y'all. 2, 3, 4.
Do you got that Tubi? It's the only advertisement that I noticed on NFL TV. So if you're gonna spend that much money to advertise Tubi, they must be ready to take all your money. Who cares about licensing or rights to Restream? That's all just legal foolery. When you got fists like these, I like your invention. How about you giving me that? Alright. Let's see if Golden Girls on TV. Okay, I actually was hoping to watch some of my comic book bros. And I'm not into comic books. What an alcoholism thing to say. Being like nobody does it alone, young man. Well, I see that Netflix app has that I have for my streaming device has taken away the. Where are lives? Where are live? It used to have live, but I think the live videos were taking far too much of the market share away from the far superior for entertainment pre-produced. Merry Christmas, a lethal company attorney practice. Twitch controls chaos. Live Now Sports. Is there another game on? Do we have? Am I missing a chance to be watching TV? I've recently just decided to hook up my antenna. Although it won't stay on the wall. Keeps falling down. Twist, Dance Moms, Quest, Lost Worlds. It's interesting what they have on the Cozy, The Nanny, Kobe TV, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 48, KMCW LD, 48.1, KFBI, oh, the FBI TV, My 48.
I was only trying to provide for my family. Katrina will never succeed. I can always spend more time with her.
26 ION TV. 26.2 Me TV. 26.1 Fox. Charge. I'm not receiving the signal. 10.4 TVD. Comet. The X-Files. CW11. CW. Walton's Homecoming. 10.1. Here's 10. No 49ers. That is alright. This is a stupid voice. Back to the living room. Don Grossi. What should I watch? It is already 8:30. I was going to watch movies all day. Yet.
Red. Search for it. Yeah, 2. Red. What? Scroll down to the list. Red.
Stalk or Shadow of Chernobyl?
Get out of this lab suit. You'll draw too much attention to yourself while she's holding an SMG, like she's got like a Mac 10 or something. And a guy in a wheelchair. Do they not see her?
Because the back will be less guarded than the front. Oh, I thought I was about to make it this soon.
Mm. Karma Jolt.
Aggression. Yeah, right? See ya. Oh, I feel like I chose poorly there.
This is Balderdash. Are you guys playing Balderdash? Choose Your Own Adventure. Those used to be my favorite books as a child.
Dang, I might have just let the bad guys win.
Bad guys, good guys. If you define bad as an opposite to yourself,
That is.
all British hospitals. It's a matter of trust.
Dang.
Do you trust the new British?
That was it. That was the complex, everybody. I feel like maybe I could have made a better decision at the end there. But that was kind of fun. A little bit long. Kind of weird.
Mm.
But then-
British Home Secretary James Cleverly under fire for making joke about date rape drug. What an interesting British person this is.
Yeah. Because I made the dumbest decision at the end there. I skipped the credits. Do I get an achievement? One out of 9 innings found. 79 out of 196.
Neurotic? Oh, personal fix
39 decisions made.
assessment.
Neurotic was my evaluation there. They all there? No, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people died. And not the ones I wanted.
Plastic Explosives, a very Barbie Christmas Part 1.
Maybe get back into this some other time.
David John Stossel, David Cole in Culture.
I've never really played a game like this before. Thank you so much for watching me and Kira H stream the complex. Until next time, this is Karma Jolt signing off. Merry Christmas, and I love you all.
Ugh. Official complaint after accident dunking. Brandon Adamson. Why are all the lives video games? Wait, that's not live. Okay.
So folks, we did it. We streamed every regular Monday Night Football game. So I'll see you real soon. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Happy holidays. Stay safe. Love y'all.
Ravens 33, 49ers 19. Jim Goad is author of 4 books, including The Redneck Manifesto. He's a former editor at Answer Me magazine, currently hosts JimGoad.net. Though many people find him to be beneath contempt, he sincerely claims he doesn't know what that big deal is. At various points, he has found employment as a radio host, a country singer, a cab driver. Burn them down. His last, September 28th, 2020. Giving credence to suspicions that rioting has engulfed the nation for 4 months now without officials lifting a pinky finger to stop it, because it's actually part of a deep state operation to rebuild the nation the way they want it rebuilt. The FBI recently took pains to announce that no, Antifa definitely was not responsible for a spate of Oregon wildfires. Giving credence to suspicions that the mainstream media press is merely a PR arm of the deep state, many high-profile publications have taken great pains to assure us that no, it hasn't been Antifa and BLM torching and smashing and beating and killing since late May. It's been white supremacists all along. Their words would lead to an unquestioning soul to believe that despite the ample evidence of Black Lives Matter, Antifa's protesters setting fire to police precincts in federal buildings, fast food joints, car dealerships, and public housing facilities under construction in cities such as Madison, Oakland, Los Angeles, Seattle, Salt Lake City, Rochester, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Portland, St. Louis, Chicago, Kansas City, Nashville, Denver, Washington, D.C., Madison, Richmond, and states such as Nebraska, Ohio, Louisiana, Florida, North Carolina, Texas, Pennsylvania, and South Carolina. These were just white supremacists and blackface in communist apparel. They even want us to know that when rioters in their neighborhoods chant their tweet, "Burn it down," they don't actually mean it literally, or at least not all the time. Newsweek recently quoted a certain Donna Zuckerberg on this very topic. Burn it all down isn't always a genuine recommendation. Sometimes it's just an expression of extreme frustration, recognition that something is so deeply flawed that a gradual incremental change within existing infrastructure won't cut it. Its provocation and challenge is to imagine how, if you had a blank slate, you'd go about solving big problems in creative, radical ways. It's also a kind of self-care, an anti-gaslighting technique that allows space to acknowledge how bad and hurtful something is before we begin the long, hard, painful work of making it better. Wait, I did say burn it down, huh? Oh, wait a second. This has already happened. Before I ever uttered those words. Well, I suppose people are off enjoying their night. No comic book streams tonight. So it is just me in an empty room. Well, at least it gives us a chance to be creative on Twitch. Wait, not Twitch. It gives us a chance to be created on Instagram. Oh, CPU 39%, drop frames 2.8%. Well, when I'm streaming on my big PC, it's a drop frames of 99%. So this is not too bad.